Hey everyone, welcome. This is Hannah, and welcome to the first live stream of the year, my first live stream of the year. And Happy New Year if you're celebrating. I'm celebrating a new year with the Aries season, so I'm still in the old year, so Happy New Year at least. And this live stream is going to be about um, really an amazing medicinal plant. And I promise you, when you finish watching this live stream, you're gonna think that this is one of the most amazing healing plants on the planet. So let's get started. I'm gonna share my screen. And the topic basically of this live stream is cannabis. Cannabis is not what you think. Because if you grew up in the 90s, as I have, or maybe even later, or maybe even now, you just have to go on Google and Google cannabis facts, and you'll see that there is still so much misinformation and propaganda about this wonderful healing plant. Uh, many people believe, that it's a gateway drug, that it's a illegal substance, but I'm going to prove you wrong if you believe this. And I promise you, after watching this video, you're gonna know so much more than your conventional doctor does. Okay, so let's get started. So just to introduce myself really quickly, why you should trust me, why you should listen to this live stream. I'm Hanna Kovachova. I come from Slovakia, but we live here with my husband. It's going to be 20 years. Uh, Here, I mean, south of France, Provence, and I'm a certified eating psychology coach, certified by the Eating Psychology Institute in Boulder, Colorado. I'm also a hypnotherapist at Liquid Vitality Coaching. Liquid Vitality Coaching is a collective of coaches, and you can check us out on LinkedIn. I'm going to put a link under this video. I'm also a medicinal herb farmer and professional wildcrafter, and I'm also a cannabis coach and educator in training at the Cannabis Coaching Institute. I'm also an owner of a herb farm, medicinal herb farm called Lunatic Provence. And you can find our shop at monaticprovence.com and on Etsy. But let's get started to talk about amazing healing plant cannabis. So, what is cannabis? Cannabis, Cannabis sativa, is one of the oldest plants on the planet. It's been with us for thousands of years, but it's actually much older. So scientists believe it's around 26 million years old. So you can imagine that during this time, it had enough time to really evolve into this amazing plant. Cannabis has around 500 active compounds, which, if you're a herbalist, if you're working with plant medicine, if you compare it with echinacea, wonderful healing plant, but echinacea has only around 30 active compounds. Chamomile, another amazing healing plant, but chamomile only has around 120 active compounds. So if you are working with plant medicine, sooner or later you will get cannabis, because you will understand that this plant has a huge potential, and we have only scratched the surface of what it can be used for. Okay, very important distinction: hemp and cannabis. I'm here in France. Unfortunately, we as farmers are only allowed to grow hemp. Hemp and cannabis are the same plant. It's still cannabis sativa. Hemp is just a legal or linguistic word to describe cannabis that has less than 0.3% of THC, and I'm going to talk about THC later. So hemp doesn't get you high. It's a wonderful plant. Hemp is still an amazing plant, but cannabis is an amazing plant, even if it has THC. So many countries have legalized cannabis. Here in France, unfortunately, it's very slow to legalize, but I hope that in the future we're going to be much further, just like other countries. And of course, you can use cannabis for medical use and recreational use. But as somebody who has been working with plants for 20 plus years, I believe that there's no medical use and recreational use. It's using the healing plant in whatever way possible or useful for you. Okay. Very important thing before we get started and really dive deep into this plant. If you purchase cannabis, know that it is a bioaccumulator, which basically means that it sucks up all the nasty stuff from the soil, the pesticides, heavy metals, herbicides, and so on. So it's absolutely crucial that you find a source, and I'm going to share some products so you can definitely check them out. It's absolutely crucial to find a source that has been properly tested, and so that it's really healing, and also shop for whole plant medicine. Okay, not isolated THC, isolated CBD, because finally, so many companies, including, for example, L'Occitane, which is very famous here, they are starting to understand that there is something which is called entourage effect. Whole medicine is much more potent than its isolated compound. So that was like a short note. Always choose whole plant medicine. Um, and also very important, this plant is a sacred plant. Okay, it's been evolving with us. It's sacred. It has to be respected as other plants are. So of course, I get furious when I still hear people saying that it's an illegal drug. It's a healing plant. It's plant medicine. So let's get into it. Why is this plant so important? This plant is very important because it has compounds which are called phytocannabinoids that are very, very similar to endocannabinoids in our body. And if you haven't heard of the endocannabinoid system ever, and most of the doctors haven't, so you're not the only one. If somebody tells me that, oh, cannabis is not the medicine, then I ask them, have you heard of the endocannabinoid system? And if they say no, then they cannot know how cannabis works for our body. So yes, the research on endocannabinoid system is very new. I'm a daughter of conventional doctors, so I know that conventional medicine takes a very long time to accept plant medicine, because it cannot be patented. It cannot be, they cannot isolate compounds to use in pills and so on. But there's research on endocannabinoid system is still very new, but you can go to your doctor and talk to your doctor about the system. Ask him or her if he or she have heard about this system. So what is it? What is endocannabinoid system? Endocannabinoid system is really a master control system. It controls basically homeostasis. Homeostasis means that your body remains in balance. Okay, It's kind of when we're talking about epigenetics, when the genes get switched on and switched off based on your, you know, health practices. It's the same with the endocannabinoid system. It really regulates itself. It regulates diseases. It gets switched on when something isn't right, and it's really a reactionary system, but it really controls so many things in your body that it's really crucial that you understand how to support this system. Okay, because it interacts with sleep, stress, pain, inflammation, mood. And it's not that cannabis fixes something, it simply supports your body together with other medicine and other health practices, which I'm going to be talking about. So believe me, when you leave this live stream, you're going to feel really empowered to change something. And for many people, it's the new year. They make New Year's resolutions, and so many of those Year's resolutions are about health because you want to be there for your loved ones. Okay, whether you have children, grandchildren, you want to be there for them and live healthy and vital life. So it's really crucial to learn how you can support your endocannabinoid system. So let's look at really what happens when your endocannabinoid system is out of balance, or how do you know that it needs support? You are in chronic stress. You are in constant fight or flight. And I don't know about you. I mean, it's 2026. Everybody is like in fight or flight. What is happening in the world and so on. Even if you're not watching news, it's just crazy out there. So it's absolutely crucial that you follow some, advice how to support your endocannabinoid system. Also, signs that your ECS doesn't work properly is that you have low mood, anxiety. You don't really have motivation for life. You don't want to go to work on Monday. You just don't want to talk to anyone. And also, many people have autoimmune disease, inflammatory conditions. And we know that the root cause of 90% of, even more, 90% of diseases is inflammation. So we have, unfortunately, a chronic disease epidemic. So it's really very important to learn how to support your endocannabinoid system and your health. So, and I'm going to teach you that. We're just going to look at major cannabinoids because I feel it's really important, and you will understand that it's really nonsense if there is so much propaganda and misinformation around cannabis because it's a wonderful healing plant. So let's look at two major phytocannabinoids, which is THC and CBD. And I'm sure if you have never heard about cannabis, that most of the people think that it can get you high, and THC is the compound that can get you high. But again, we respect the plant. It's a sacred plant. It's a healing plant. So we don't take this plant to get high. Okay. Uh, that's why it's really, really important to start low, go slow. Okay. THC has benefits. Um, for example, THC CBD ratio 1 to 1 has amazing benefits for pain. But again, too much can cause anxiety. So if you can hire a cannabis coach who can guide you through these compounds and who can guide you in supporting your ACS system, then definitely go for it. And I'm going to put a link to my email where you can contact me when it comes to coaching. So that's THC. Again, start very low, go slow. CBD, um, it's a wonderful, wonderful compound, and it's been such last couple of years that we really understood how it works. It's an amazing compound. It's mood regulating. It's not intoxicating. Um, it's wonderful for pain management. It's anti-inflammatory. It's a source of vitamin D. It's antispasmodic. There are so many things. I could go on and on for hours about CBD. And there are also minor cannabinoids like CBG, CBN. But again, we have so little research because this plant has been demonized for so many years that it's only now that we are really starting researching these minor cannabinoids and really the importance of the endocannabinoid system. If somebody tells you that cannabis is an illegal drug and that you can die from it, it's not true, okay? There are no recorded deaths from cannabis. I repeat, there are no recorded deaths from cannabis. Why? Because we have all around, all through our body, we have receptors for phytocannabinoids, and there are almost none receptors in that part of brain that is responsible for heart rate and for breathing. Okay, unlike alcohol and opiates that can kill you, cannabis cannot kill you. I think it's really, really crucial to understand this because so many people think still that, and Google thinks that it's an illegal drug that can kill you, but it's absolutely not true. So we have to really bust this myth and share it as far and wide as possible. And there are, of course, different consumption methods. Many people think that you can only smoke cannabis, which is not true again. I absolutely love dry herb vaporizing, and I'm going to put a link to an article, blog post, which I've written about combining different herbs for different uses for different um, if you have different challenges, then you can combine herbs. You can combine herbs with cannabis as well. I absolutely love, and I'm gonna put an affiliate link, Amazon affiliate link for this one because I absolutely love this Pax Mini dry herb vaporizer. Of course, you can use it for cannabis, CBD, other herbs. Again, check out the article under this video. It's so simple if you've never smoked or vaporized rather, because I'm not a fan of smoking cannabis because you still inhale the ash and everything, so it's not great. But dry herb vaporizing, it's absolutely awesome, and again can be used for so many things. So I'm gonna put a link for Pax Mini under this video. And I'm gonna do a shout out to my favorite company in Czech Republic. Czech Republic is so much further in legalizing cannabis than our country, Slovakia, and France, for that matter. They make amazing CBD products. Just a note, if you're watching from the Czech Republic, very exciting, Czech Republic has legalized cannabis in a way that you can now grow cannabis at home. You can grow 3 plants, whatever THC amount they have, and you can also have 100 grams of dried cannabis with you. So that's an amazing progress, and I just hope that it's going to happen in France soon as well. So shout out to this company. I have put a link under this video. They sell CBD dried flowers, which you can use for vaporizing. They sell CBD oil, and I absolutely love this because you can really, again, start really low. I also suggest to start low with CBD, just to know, when do you achieve the results that you want to achieve. So there are oils, there are tinctures, there are patches, even there are edibles, there are topicals. There's so much that you can do with cannabis, just like with any other plant, okay? It's a plant, it's a medicinal plant. So when I'm making calendula salve, I can do cannabis salve because it's still plant medicine. So it's absolutely amazing when we use plant medicine for healing. And one last slide. Cannabis doesn't work alone, okay? Again, we have respect for the sacred plant, and it should be combined with other health practices, okay? As a coach, as a health coach, as an eating psychologist, I really work with people holistically. So I will not only recommend one herb. We have to look at a person as a whole. I'm working with blood type diet, with DNA, and so on. So to really make sure that you not only use one plant medicine. Cannabis works best with other herbs, okay? It works wonderfully with nutrition. Nutrition is absolutely crucial. It works together with nervous system regulation, which basically means finding practices that are helping you cope with stress, which is, for example, breathing or other mindfulness exercises. Um, of course, lifestyle changes. So if you are really not motivated every day to go to work, then maybe you should find a new job, right? You should also avoid uh, really taking cannabis only to get high, because again, it's a plant medicine just like any other, and it can have, if you take too much, of course, it can have negative effects, just like water. If you drink too much, it can have negative effects, okay? So the word or the sentence of all this live stream is basically using cannabis consciously and intentionally. Okay, I'm gonna stop the share. So I hope you learned something new during this live stream, and I hope you understand that cannabis is not an illegal drug. It's a wonderful healing medicinal plant. And if you're really interested in finding out more about cannabis, I'm going to be sharing so much more about this beautiful plant. So consider to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And of course, go under this video and check out all the links to all these amazing products, and also to if you are interested in coaching session, or if you're interested in purchasing herbs, then you can go to our shop at monaticprovence.com. So that's all for today, and don't forget to put comments under this video, to ask questions, and I'll be happy to guide you. Okay, take care everyone. Bye.